everyone. I'm Megan Fraser McGrogan, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of our Leveling Up Social Distancing series. So today I have a great guest with me, and we're going to talk all about the Adirondack Railroad. Before we get into that, I just want to remind you that this is a great way for you to get in touch with all of our area businesses and organizations. We have a lot of episodes. This is actually our 39th episode. So please make sure you go back and check out all the other episodes. Of course, some of the information might be a little out of date by now, but it's still a great way for you to find out and get to meet the people behind the businesses and find out what they are up to during this time. So please, we encourage you to go check those out at greateruticachamber.org. You can also find them on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, and also on disruptionnetwork.net. And you can also subscribe to this too. So you might be watching this on video, or you might be listening to it on your phone or on your radio or speaker, I should say, who has radios these days, right? But you can also listen to this, and you can subscribe to the podcast on all the places you get your podcasts, your favorite place, whether that be Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. This is available in an audio version too, so please feel free to go check that out, and would really appreciate it if you could also subscribe so you stay up to date on everything that we're doing at the Chamber. So I'd like to now get into introducing my guest for today. Sheena Piersma is with us from the Adirondack Railroad. Sheena, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So we're really excited to hear from you guys. I know it's been a little bit of a turbulent time for you as well, you know, not being able to operate fully, but you have some great things that you guys have going on, and I'm so excited to have you on to talk all about how people can support the railroad right now. Before we get into that, tell everybody a little bit about your title and what you do at the railroad.
Well, I wear many hats here, but I am the manager of passenger services. I also oversee the rail bike operation. I'm up in Thindera right now. So I've been with the railroad for about 5 years, and yeah, we have a great thing going here.
Mm-hmm. And so talk about the railroad. I guess let's start prior to the pandemic hitting the area. What types of things, you know, people might hear the railroad and think, you know, oh, it's a travel thing, or maybe they just know it for things like the Polar Express. But tell everybody, what is the Adirondack Railroad and what do you guys do in our area?
So we are a nonprofit. A lot of people don't know this about us, but we run mainly off of volunteers. So even our engineers, conductors, they're volunteers. They get all the proper training, but they, you know, they do not get paid, and they just do it for the love of it. There's only about 10 paid staff in the entire organization. So before the pandemic, we offered lots of different trains. We do, I'm sure you've heard, our beer and wine trains. They're pretty popular. They're every other Friday. We had a Princess and Superhero train, our Utica to Thindera with layover, which is a great, you know, way to spend your day. You come up from Utica. We, you know, would have buses here waiting for you to shuttle you into town. And you spend 4 hours in the Old Forge area shopping and things like that. And then the train brings you back home. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we do offer a lot of different things. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, you know, we did not get the go-ahead to start operating in phase 4. So we are still waiting and hoping that the trains can run this year. We are preparing that we are going to start running in August. Okay. Until we hear otherwise. Mm-hmm. But we are getting the ball rolling, getting the train rolling. And we're still moving forward with, you know, gearing up for Polar Express. Those tickets are on sale. So during this time, we are so grateful that we have rail bikes. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't heard of rail bikes, you're truly missing out. You know, you can social distance on them, so they're perfect for right now. They are 4-seaters. They leave right out of our Thindera station. You go 3 miles north, we turn you around, you come 3 miles back. It's absolutely beautiful. There is butterflies on the sides of the tracks, deer cut right in front of you. I mean, it's just a surreal experience.
Yeah, it's a beautiful way to get out and explore the Adirondacks, and just such a really quick drive out to Thandera. It's a little less than an hour, right?
It's 45 minutes. It's nothing.
And a beautiful drive too. And I think, just a great way to get out and, like you said, experience, I think that's one of the things that makes our area really unique is, within an hour in pretty much any direction, you can experience something really neat. And, the Adirondacks, people come from all over the country, really the world, to experience the Adirondacks. And here it is right here in our backyard. And what a great way just to get out and, everybody's saying fresh air is so important, as we deal with all of this, and just a great experience for people to get out and do that. And the railroad, when you guys are back up and running, another beautiful way, of course, as we have our golf tournament that we do every year that features the railroad as the means of transportation to get up there. Unfortunately, as you also know, we did have to postpone that for this year. It was going to be our 20th anniversary. But we always just really enjoy that ride going up because, people will come to the golf tournament and they think, well, I'll just drive up. And then they get on the train and they're like, wow, what a neat thing to go through. You go through Remsen, you go through Helen Patton, and you get all the way to Thandera. And it's just a beautiful scenic, opportunity to get out there. So, people can maybe check out the train station, and see what it looks like at this time, but also get to experience a little bit of the railway too.
Right. Well, it's very interesting because, a lot of people don't realize this is right in their backyard. Mm-hmm. Most of our customers, like you said, they are coming from all over the country. We do get a lot of people from, the city, and we have people coming from, Florida, and, it's rare that we do get individuals from Utica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So really it's a hidden gem to take advantage of, and just a great opportunity, like you said, completely safe to do right now. And you
following all the CDC guidelines, your rail bike seats for 2 people can do it. We will not sit anyone else with you. We are doing social distancing. Masks are worn at all times, except when you start pedaling. The guides will tell you, you can take the mask off during your ride. But yeah.
That's great. Now, for people who don't know, how to get in touch, how to take advantage of the rail bikes, what's the best way for them to reach out to you guys for the rail bikes? And then we'll talk about the railroad in a minute when it gets up and going again.
Yeah, so the best way to reach us is, visit our website. It's www.adirondack.rr.com. You can also call us at 315-724-0700. You definitely want to book as soon as possible. We are selling out like crazy. I'm constantly turning people away. We are sold out for the next couple weeks, so you want to book your reservation.
Okay.
Also, we do have really big news at the railroad. If you haven't seen it yet, we did change our name. Just kind of simplified it. And we do have a new logo thanks to McGrogan Design. So he did a fantastic job with that. And we're really happy to have that new name and logo.
Yeah, that's great. And it's really nice. And I think will help get you guys, a little bit more attention on the railroad. And as we know at the Chamber how special it is to our area, but we need everybody to know that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so that was going to be one of my questions. What's the lead time on the bike? So it sounds about 2 weeks right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. You can
have the date in mind. You definitely want to call us, go online. The fall is right around the corner. It's going to be like a completely different world out there. Riding the rail bikes through the fall foliage, it's just unbelievable. So if you're someone that, you're not sure about going in the summertime when it's hot, definitely, book for the fall.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
both.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Experiences.
Yeah, do it now and do it later. Sheena, another question I had too are the bikes okay for kids, or does everybody have to be pedaling?
So everyone does not have to be pedaling. There is a spot for children that if they cannot pedal, if they for some reason cannot reach the pedals, a place to, put their legs up. We have people that ride just in twos all the time and on the four-seaters, and there's not an issue with that. So even if you have someone in your party that, isn't really sure if they'll be able to pedal the whole time, it's okay.
Okay. There's a place for them to put their feet and relax. Because I think that's an important part. I mean, for people watching who maybe aren't familiar, and definitely if you go on your Facebook and your website, you can see pictures of what these look like too. I think that's important. Just so you have to do a little bit of work, right?
Yeah. But, we get people of all ages. Last week I had a woman who was 85 who rode the rail bikes, and she was proud to announce, I think I'm the oldest person that has rode your rail bikes. But it's for all ages. It is easy. It's a lot of fun. So
yeah, that's great. Well, I know we're definitely going to check it out, and I might take your advice now for the fall. Because that'd be a beautiful time to go experience that. And then how about anything else with the railroad? I know you guys said you're waiting for that clearance, now we are in phase 4, right? But in the coming weeks, maybe you'll get some clarification on what you can do. If you do get approved and everything gets up and running, what types of things do you guys have planned for the rest of the year? I know you already mentioned Polar Express, so maybe just talk a little bit about that for people who don't know what that is. I hope everybody would, but...
So, Polar Express, it's basically the movie act out on the train. So there are, actors, we do the hot chocolate dance, we serve hot chocolate, you get a cookie, you get to see Santa, everyone receives a bell, the first gift of Christmas. It is such a magical time for families. Everyone in their matching pajamas, and a lot of these families have made it a tradition, and we see them every year, and it's amazing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really neat, and you don't really have to have kids to go on it, right? I mean, of course, it's a
go on
it if you just like the movie or want to experience it.
No, you don't have to have kids to go on it. It's good for all ages. I mean, it's theater on a train, so the conductor is there, the hobo is there, the hero boy, we have all the characters, and it really is a magical experience for all.
That's so great. So you can buy tickets now, you said, and then assuming everything, like you said, you do the beer and wine train, so those will be up and running as long as everything gets cleared to go.
Right. So, unfortunately, I wish I had better answers, because right now we are just waiting for the governor to let us know, when we can run and what those guidelines are going to be. But yes, that is our plan moving forward, that we will have all our trains back.
Great. Okay. And then how about supporting the railroad? Is there any other way that people can support you guys? Do you take donations? Is there any merchandise people can buy? How else can they support you?
Absolutely. So new to us this year is we have an online gift store, which now has our new logo on it. So you definitely want to check that out. You can get there right from going to our website. We are having virtual beer and wine train concerts on our Facebook page. Those are free to whoever would like to watch. There is a spot if you would like to donate right on the page. Our next beer and wine virtual concert series will be next Friday, and we're actually switched it up a little bit. We're doing a virtual magic with Ryan Bliss.
Oh,
so
cool.
That'll be next Friday at 7. We're really excited to have him on with us.
Nice.
So yeah, and I mean, the biggest way you could support us is come ride our rail bikes.
Yeah, definitely. You get two great things, right? You get to make a contribution to the railroad and get out and enjoy the Adirondacks and get some fresh air, get a little bit of exercise in.
Yep.
And next week too, that's great with Ryan Bliss to do a magic show. You can maybe order, some beer and wine yourself at home and enjoy. We have plenty of safe ways to do that, right? Bremer's and Seneca and the brewery and beer here, they all do curbside. They all do delivery pretty much, except for the brewery. But everybody does. You can place your order and then log in. And I know it's been a long time of doing these things for people. I feel like, everybody's been on Zoom. Everybody's been in meetings and doing all this stuff. But that's a fun way to do it, right? It's a fun way to get online and kick back. I know we've done a couple and we just kind of leave the computer going, and it's just a great way to have a little bit of background music going on, and a really cool idea and a creative thing that you guys have come up with for that.
Well, thank you. And it's going really well. It is
Good.
We also like having our name out there on a regular basis. So this pandemic has also helped us see, what things that we should be maybe doing differently to involve the community more. So things are going very well right now, as long as we can get those trains going soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Sheena, this has been so fun to talk to you about everything going on. And I hope all of you at home or at your office or wherever you're listening or watching got to learn more about the Adirondack Railroad and the services that they have to offer. And make sure you go to their website. And again, Sheena, I'll have you say that one more time before we wrap up. So go to their website, book a rail bike, and make sure you follow them on Facebook. And you guys have Instagram too, right?
Yes. Yep. We have Instagram. Mm-hmm.
You can follow them to find out all the updates and changes that are going to be coming up, hopefully with them being able to operate soon. But in the meantime, you guys know what you can do to support them. So Sheena, one more time, where can people go to find out more information?
www.adirondackRR.com.
Great. Okay. And we will put all of that up on the screen for you guys so you know exactly where to go. Sheena, it was so nice catching up with you. Good luck with the rail bikes. Enjoy the sunshine. It looks like you've got a nice day behind you. So
yes, thankfully.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, we will talk to you soon. In the meantime, you guys know where to go to find out more information about the Adirondack Railroad. Have a great day.
Thanks for having me.